The following contains tips and pointers to help the class of 2023 complete the course request process when picking classes for their senior year. The first thing to think about when you're completing your course request for your senior year is to make sure that you have all the classes that you need to graduate. All seniors have to take a minimum of 4 classes at Spring Hill High School during their senior year. All seniors will have to sign up to take a math next year. The requirement requires 4 credits in math, but also you have to be enrolled in math every year. Most of you still need your 4 English credits. A few of you did dual enroll for your junior year, so you will put that you've completed that requirement when it comes to that on the online form. Otherwise, if you still need your 4th English credit, you will need to put either English 4 or AP English 4. You can still dual enroll for English 1010 your senior year if you would like, but you need to pick which English that you want to take here in case you do not complete the dual enrollment process. To learn more about dual enrollment, please check out the pages in the curriculum guide. There is a spot on the online form, just like last year, to indicate whether you were thinking about dual enrolling for English or math or another course during your senior year. If any of the classes that you are going to request for next year are semester classes, there's a certain way we need you to indicate that on your form. Otherwise, we won't know what to put you in for the semester following that class. For this example, the student put that they wanted to take for class number 4 U.S. Government. Well, when that class is over, we need to know what to put them in, or we will just fill it with PE. So later in the form it says, if you chose any semester class, under Other, put in the code for the class you want to take the next semester. This student clicked Other and typed in HSP, which is the code for Human Service Practicum. Now, if you're not picking any semester classes because you're done with those requirements, you can just click I did not list any semester classes, and we can skip over that question. By your senior year, the majority of you only need a few more classes to finish your graduation requirements. So we have a program called Senior Capstone that allows you to leave school when your classes are complete. You'll take your 4 morning classes that are required, and then in your afternoon, you can leave for Senior Capstone. You have to be on track to graduate, meaning you cannot have failed any classes up to this point, or in any classes you haven't made up that you did fail. So this is a good incentive for those of you juniors that maybe have a semester of Algebra 2 or something that you need to make up. Get that done by the end of the year so that you can participate in the Senior Capstone. Now, depending on your focus elective, you're going to list capstone on your schedule in a different way. For instance, this first student on the left did not have a focus elective that contained a specific capstone, so they just put in the code for capstone on all of their afternoon classes 4 through 8. The next student is a band student, so they put 2 capstone and 2 band. The third student listed is a health science student, so they're doing a health science practicum where they leave and go to work, and they put their code HS4 on those afternoon classes. The final student is one of Miss Alcorn's students that has a human service practicum. So this student might work in the coffee shop, they might have a job at a restaurant. Miss Alcorn will help you complete those afternoon classes. Now, some students might only have room to do 1 or both 4th periods for capstone, or maybe just one of the 4th periods, or might have a capstone on A days but not B days. It's going to vary depending on your particular scheduling needs. This will hopefully help you sort of fill out those classes from 5 through 8. Now, it does not prevent you from picking alternates. Please don't put capstone down for all of your alternates, because then we won't know what to put you in when we need a class because something else didn't work out on your schedule. Another thing to think about when you're picking classes for your senior year are what are your plans for after graduation. If you are thinking about going to C-State or another in-state university, you might want to take the opportunity of taking a dual enrollment class at Columbia State or an online MTSU class. The state grant will pay for 2 classes, and once you graduate, you can transfer the credit to Columbia State or another 4-year school. Another thing, if you are applying to a selective school or you want to be a competitive college applicant, you might consider taking one of our AP Access online courses. There's several opportunities for classes that we don't offer here at Spring Hill High School that you might want to check out. On the online form, just like there's a place where you can indicate if you're thinking about dual enrolling, there's also a place for you to check off any online classes that you are thinking about taking next year. Now, this isn't going to actually sign you up for the class. It's just letting your counselor know that you are interested in learning more about taking one of those classes. Last but not least, just another reminder, make sure you choose alternates. We need to know what class you would take if something doesn't work out in your schedule. Another option for seniors is to be a teacher assistant. Now, if you have a certain teacher that you would like to do that, talk to them about it, and when you complete the form under your alternates, you could put TA dash and then the teacher's name. There's certain classes you cannot be a teacher's assistant for, but other than that, just make sure you put that information down so that we can know to put that on your schedule. As a reminder, no senior should be taking a level 1 CTE class. That's off limits. Those are open really for new students to the county, as well as our freshmen and sophomore. And finally, just like every year, there's that spot where you can put in any notes that you want your counselor to consider when they're building your schedule. But please, it's your senior year. Chat your counselor in Teams any questions you might have. Stop by and see us at lunch. Come by during a class where you're finished your work and we can sit down and work out your classes for your senior year.